Hello everyone, welcome to Soft Rebuild, where healing gets real. Today I want to talk about something I've been thinking of quite deeply. The choices we make doesn't end with us. Now, there was a situation most recently due to which I actually wrote down, I don't know if you can read it. So it was more around our choices can be turned into next generation's conditioning or liberation. So the reason I came across was every time my son tries to talk about deep topics or, question, I would try to avoid being in that room, or I would say, I just need, I can't talk about it right now, or, it was almost that within me, I was trying to avoid that conversation. And I had done that before as well, but it never struck me the way it did this time. And then I processed and I was thinking, why do I do that? What happened in my childhood that made me think it's actually okay to remove yourself from something like that and not almost sort of talk about it? So I remembered I grew up in a joint family and I saw lots of adults around me do the same thing, but they did it in the name of respect. They did it in the name of ethics. They did it in the name of, this is how it should be done. You don't talk about these things in the family. Or if you've been told to do something, you just do it. You don't question. So I'm trying to parent according to today's time, but somewhere when you're conditioned, you almost, keep doing those things. But the impact could give that, to the following generation is almost like abandonment. And that's what my son said, every time I try to talk to you about something serious, you abandon me. I was like, shucks, I didn't mean to do that. So I have two choices. Either I could just ignore and keep doing what I'm doing, and then those traumas will keep going in the following generations. Or I have a better choice where I could make a conscious choice and sit and say, Neha, it's okay. Well, I'm with you. We'll sit and talk about those topics and it's going to be fine. So trying to find what causes things and trying to fix them consciously, that is what is going to liberate the coming generations. Okay. So the important point to note here is we inherit patterns, not just traits, right? And we keep doing it. And then, hopefully you're conscious, and with all the meditation, journaling, stuff like that we talked about. And trust me, I can't find the page right here, but I went on writing. It was like, I'm not sure why this has happened. So this was the first thing that came into my mind after I did the journaling. So there's a reason I am a big fan of journaling, because it helps you process the emotions and question your own actions. Again, I'm not saying those were right or wrong. All I'm saying is you try to think why you're doing it. Now, the other point here also is listening to your kids or someone else. A lot of times we are closed. We say, who is that person to tell me? If we are open, you will be surprised that you will find little teachings from people, irrespective of their age, whether they are your juniors or seniors or whatever. If you are open to learnings will come to you. All right, so number 2 is many of us have been consciously passing on the survival. That's how it has to be done. That's how we do it. And so many times I hear from friends like romantic relationships are meant to be sad, or romantic relationships are meant to be, you don't talk about some things to your husband, or you don't talk about some things to your wife. And for me, it's like, if in a relationship you can't communicate, I don't understand the point of being in one, right? So that's my number 2. Number 3, liberation doesn't require confrontation. It requires awareness. As soon as you're aware of something, think about how you can fix it. Again, there's nothing wrong with us. It's all about learning and growing, finding something to work on, growing and saying, okay, how can I get over this and make a new story in my family? Now we can sit and talk. Irrespective of what topic it is, right? We can talk and we are a family. Number 4 is one softened response can break decades-old pattern. Now, I was talking about the adults in my family growing up. I saw them doing it and I followed that. They didn't start it. They must have seen their adults doing it. The other, the generation have seen their adults doing it. So you imagine the power you have in this generation, that if we make a change, it can help generations ahead. And that's a beautiful contribution to your own family or to the humankind. The more aware people we have in the universe, right? Or the more aware people we have around us, the happier the place would be to live in, isn't it? My last one is healing isn't loud. It's boring. It's repetitive and private, right? We don't have to share it with the world. Well, you can, because with your examples, if you have to share something, please put the comment down below or share a video. Because if you share your stories about healing, that could inspire someone else to get onto the healing journey as well. I hope this inspired you to make choices consciously. Soft Rebuild isn't about fixing anything. It's about choosing things consciously, healing your soul for the journey ahead of this beautiful life. So one thing you want to think about today, and maybe every day or every moment, what are you passing on to your children or to the next generation without realizing? And what would liberation look like? Even if it's just 1%. 1% makes a big difference, right? Cool. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you found this really useful. All right. On that note, I'm going to say thank you to you all for listening to me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Remember, you're not broken. You are becoming. You chose to pause. You chose to feel. You chose to rebuild. You are loved. You are seen. You matter. I believe in your rise and the soft power of healing on your own terms. So go inwards and rediscover the beauty that's been with you all along.